Desertification has become one of the most prevalent results of climate change in eastern Africa. As land dries out from increased temperatures and from overuse of groundwater, plant life begins to die, creating a deadly cycle that robs animals of habitat and communities of farmland and stable incomes. Just Dig It, a grassroots organization that fights global warming by regreening African landscapes, is looking to reverse this trend.
We mainly restore degraded rangelands or landscape or ecosystems from a biodiversity language perspective by mainly two key interventions. One is we do rainwater harvesting, and this we do through digging of bands or what are now known as the earth miles or the water trenches. And then we also do that through the farmer managed natural regeneration.
These water trenches are a game changer in remediating dry lands and improving the livelihoods of people who live around them. Just Dig It's innovative approach especially benefits those pastoral communities that often house large, impermanent settlements in eastern Africa.
Livestock depends on this degraded landscape. So during drought, they suffer most. And when it rains, they suffer heavy flooding season. So, what aside from preaching impact, we preach something that directly correlates with their local livelihoods and local well-being. So that's why we have a very easy buy-in from the local communities. So it's not a foreign concept. It's not an African concept. It's an humanity concept.
Nirandire's teams go beyond where most aid organizations would stop by incorporating local and community participation throughout the process.
We involve the local women now through the landscape restoration enterprise in harvesting the grass seeds, which they sell back to us and sell to other entities in the region. And then they also harvest the grass for their livestock. So in this way, there's some income. It's an income generating opportunity or activity. These are personal communities, and also we do interventions in areas with high wildlife density. So what we do, we work with the local communities to establish what we call the grazing management committee. So in this case, once a particular land is restored, we don't say no, don't graze. They graze, but in a controlled way. They alternate or alternate over time. So in this case, the community policing also plays a key role to allow the grass to really grow and take.
During the past 10 years that Just Dig It has been on the ground in eastern Africa, the company has used satellite imaging in its regreening processes. It also has built close connections with local communities that help the company document the monumental changes they've achieved on the ground.
As I speak to you, as of September last year, we have over 400,000 hectares of land under intensive and extensive restoration in the region. We have established more than 12 grass seed banks that are mainly targeting empowering the local women. And presently, last week we celebrated with our partners in Tanzania, having regenerated, not planted, regenerated 18 million trees.
Just Dig It's next goal for regreening is already in the works. Within the next 3 years, the company plans to restore an additional 100,000 hectares in Kenya, 100,000 in Tanzania, and another 100,000 in Senegal. Anthony LaBruto, VOA News, Washington.